What's up, guys? What's up? It's Hammer here again. It's my first live in a while. I haven't gone live for a while, but a lot of uploads. Shout out to folks who've been watching my uploads. I told you I was back. I was gonna do more uploads. I'm doing more uploads now. I'm more active now. I'm still, doing my school thing, but I'm trying to, because I haven't really been active in a while on this show. I think let me just go back and put some more content there, right? But I made an upload. I think it was a short and a video, right, in regards to at just pearly things. And I did this, I think, around the beginning of this week, or I think it was last week, right? It kind of blew up, right? And when I made that short and upload, right, the point of me was what I was trying to convey in there was very simple. Which I look, although I understand that a lot of people are using this conversation, the just bully conversations, to attack the black males here. At the end of the day, I also do agree that it's a bad look to have a white female speaking on black male issues. Not just any white female, okay? A white woman who literally came from a wealthy white family. She has nothing in common with the average black dude. She can't speak on the black females, but she can definitely not speak on the black males, friends. And now we got shit coming out. She's out here that apparently she me too some black dude. Come on. But what I'm gonna be reacting to here is the breakdown. Sister George and Rose Ryan Steele. So they essentially had a panel and and guys, I know it's really late, so I'll leave it up so you guys can watch in the morning or throughout the weekend. But the breakdown since you had last year, a couple of nights ago, and they were addressing the whole white, the just put this right. Now here's the thing. Y'all already know my perspective, but I think what they're gonna talk about is from the black female perspective who are actually in this space and how they feel about this whole thing. I'm gonna address this. I'm gonna play y'all so y'all can hear. I'm gonna address it along the way. And as I address it, we'll see how long it goes. If we'll see how it goes. We got Ludo Vicious Sanctus, who says black men worship white women. Not Ludacious. Are you a black woman? I just want to know, because if you are, then maybe I can have you hop the panel, right? Because I already know what the men perspective are, but I want to have the women give the too. So Ludovicious, you can put in the chat and let me know. But with that being said, let me play here and let's see what they've got to say.
My audio sound, it might not sound that great.
And by the way, yo, as I play this, let me know if you guys can hear the audio. Let me know, okay?
It doesn't, but you good. We can hear you.
Because I'm out here on the highway, so I apologize for that.
Let me know if you hear.
But I'm kind of sharing Mr. Fantastic sentiment about if this was a black woman, we would be having this conversation. Because it just seems too coincidental, right? And the fact that the point of it being made that this is a white woman, like this is a white woman, this is a white woman, is, there's an old saying that we all from the South here. You throw a rock in a pack of dogs, the one that hollers, the one that got hit. And it's just interesting to me that, this is where we are with this conversation that, we could have just broke down what she said, but it's like because this white woman came in and said this, that, and the other, it's like, wow, like,
Gaston, I think the problem is when they try to weaponize said white woman against black women, and then you take a look at white woman and you see what white woman has going on the opposite side of that, and you're saying, so you're going to use this white woman, this particular white woman, to weaponize and say all these things, but this particular white woman has actually... Yeah, it does matter.
We're constantly being told in this space that white women are better, that other women are better, that men have to leave outside of the black community to find better women, that women, that ABW women aren't ish. Like literally in the chat, that's what.
Now, look, I just thought it's already hot. But to be fair, she's right. Let's like like I can't disagree with like, look, yes, in this space, you know, and in this space, a lot of guys in this space worship non-black women. Let's keep it real. You know, and one thing I have talked about, especially on my channel, which has got me on the water a lot, dude, like, look, I definitely agree that, you know, a lot of, especially westernized black women out here are feminists. They don't want to be to a man. But at the end of the day, I'm also, yeah, that's true. But let's be honest about the other side too. Because I've been on that. Like, I've been on the quote unquote non-black female route. Like, I know that side of the game, right? Dudes want to over romanticize what interracial dating, quote unquote, has said. No, I don't view it that way. I don't, no, bruh. Saying that non-black, look, no, I don't view that, right? When somebody says that, hey, look, as a black man, these non-black females don't really care about your best interest. These non-black females are going to be aligned with their group of men first. That's not me trying to get you back. That's me being honest. Well, that's just a reality, right? Don't be out here caught up. Because then when Miss Pearly Things pulls a Me Too on you, don't cry victim. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, I understand the issues that exist, especially, you know, within the black community, within the black diaspora. But at the same time, I'm gonna be honest about the other side. I'm not gonna sell this dream that, oh, you're gonna go, you know, hold hands with Maria. No. When you're dealing with Maria, her family is gonna call you a Negro. When you're dealing with Maria, you know, there's gonna be a lot of racist issues. Right? We gotta be on the conversation. The thing is, yeah, a lot of black men overhype women, but at least focus on a 1 million other than more. No, man, no, bro. You cannot. And this is the problem I have. Okay, we love talking about how the women are irrational or emotional, but yet dudes almost are. But I'm gonna give you an example, right? Whenever the conversation is about divestors, right? It's about black women who quote unquote whenever the conversation about divestors or about quote unquote black women who choose to date out, right? In that situation, guys become experts in race. I have noticed this, right? If Cynthia G, if Paris Milan, if any black female talks about quote unquote, you know, her quote unquote going out to Brad, going out to Jose, right? You guys love talking about race. You love talking about how all the stuff Hispanic men tell you, all the stuff Asian men tell, which is true, right? Like these men are not really trying to get black women. That's true. But the crazy part is that you guys can understand these racial dynamics when it comes to black females sitting out. But whenever the conversation about black men, it's like all of a sudden now that doesn't exist, right? It's like all of a sudden now, whenever the conversations about black men dating us, like all of a sudden now we want to pretend as if race doesn't matter, as if Maria's not race, as if her family's not. No, there's a lot of shit y'all gonna have to deal with. Like, we're gonna be honest here, man. And look, she is right. Let's keep it real. In these spaces, a lot of guys, I'm not gonna say they worship, but they over romanticize non-black women. They do. Because I've actually, you know, dealt with these non-black chicks, right? And I'm telling you right now, the way these dudes talk online, I can tell, you don't know. Not yet. Okay, a black woman feminist, yes. A black woman trying to go and get power, yes. But so are other non-black women. You think Maria is not trying to be feminist? You think Maria is not trying to quote unquote get power? We gotta be, and this is how dudes end up in situations being Me Too, getting ripped the rules courts. Don't go red pill for black and then go blue pill for non-black women. Be honest here. And what I hate is that dudes will become so hardcore when it comes to black females. So hardcore when it comes to black females, but then they will ignore all the fuckery that non-black chicks do. And then when they go over there and they get fucked up, all of a sudden, come on, bro. So, you know, when it comes to that, I definitely do agree with that. In this space, you know, there is a lot of over overpraising of non-black. I definitely agree with that one.
You saw last night. This is why black men need to get away from ABW black women. ABW black women are hyenas. Like literally, how can that constantly be fed into our brains? How can that constantly be the messaging? Yet y'all want us to ignore that it's a white woman being pedestalized in this space and being, propagated and being touted as the best thing since sliced bread.
Well, hold on. Hold on, fantastic. That's the one thing I would say about, like, she doesn't claim to be like a member of this space. I think the fact that she's on the channels is because of her message, not because of who she is as an individual or what she identifies as. Because again, it's just
because y'all weaponize her. She's not weaponizing herself. Black manosphere is weaponizing her.
So let me ask you a question, Gaskin.
She's not saying black women this. She's saying women in general.
So let me ask you a question.
It's y'all.
It is. Concrete is absolutely right. Should other races of women be weaponized against black women?
But okay, again, if her specific talking.
Okay, let me address that because she brought up a good point, right? Not here to say, okay. Let's be honest here, okay. You guys, and this is gonna be for the women, right? Let's not pretend as if y'all don't try to weaponize non-black men, right? Like when it comes to the women, especially in these Paris Milan, Chrissy, Pink Pill. They love weaponizing non-black men. Well, if y'all like Brad, right? So yes, it is true that there are guys in this space that do try to quote unquote weaponize non-black women, right? But ladies, let's be honest here. There are a lot of women on the other side that are doing the same thing. And the funny part is, we don't see enough of y'all calling that shit out. So I think this is the reason why, when you guys say stuff like this, it comes up as being disingenuous, because when we have folks like Cynthia G saying that black women are better under white supremacy than black men, we got Chrissy and Paris Milan saying all these crazy ass statements about black men. We don't see women in these black manosphere spaces go so forcefully against them, right? But yet when we have guys in this space who, let's be honest here, pedestalize non-black women, you expect us to go after them. And look, I do agree that is we call that, but let's be honest here. If you want us to call out these dudes, we need you to call out the other side too, right? So we have to be balanced here. We got to be balanced. Let's keep going.
The points are about women.
Should other races of women be weaponized against black women?
It depends. I mean, from a man's, if you're from
really
a man's
fantastic.
Concept, well,
okay.
You want me to answer? You want me to be honest? I can answer. I'm gonna answer for you.
Okay.
So it depends. Y'all, hold on. Y'all know me. I'm only fucking.
Now, from my perspective, no, I don't think non-black women. So before folks try to say I'm just out here hitting, no, I don't think non-black women should be weaponized against black men, because black men don't like it. Let's keep it real, right? Because if a black woman were to weaponize a non-black dude against you, or say that, why? I'm gonna give you an example, right? One thing that is very common in this space is you will have a chick hop on a panel with us BGS Edward, right? And she will go on about how, well, y'all need to go out here and build like Brad, right? Y'all need to go out here and build like Asian, right? And it was trying to let vast black dudes try to compare it to non-black dudes, right? And black men hate that, because in that conversation, they never take into consideration the historical context, right? Slavery, Jim Crow, colonization, right? You want us to do these things, but you're not taking into account the context. So dudes hate it when, quote unquote, they're compared to non-black men, or quote unquote non-black men are weaponized against them. So it will be hypocritical. It will be very much hypocritical for me to say, hey, I don't want black females to quote unquote weaponize non-black men, right? But then turn around and quote unquote weaponize non-black women. So no, I don't believe in that. I think that we can resolve issues. I think we should try to quote unquote resolve issues, within, as peaceful as possible.
Fucking with one thing, baby. So you know what I mean. You know me. Hey, I'm not fucking with nothing white. I'm just fucking with what's light. But anyway, I get smoked for that.
My type, light skin.
Yeah, but listen to what I'm saying. So from a man's perspective, right? If you want something to do better, well, or you competition, right? Competition is everything. So if you as a black man are trying to get the best out of your woman, well, yeah, you're
Okay, guys, and by the way, I'm just let you know. I don't know if I should even open up the panel. We'll see how the night goes. We'll see. I may open up panels, but let's see everything though.
of course you're going to weaponize other women against her. Of course you're going to make a comparison of other women to her because she needs to understand that it's a competition. And y'all not looking at the aspect of where black men haven't been able to talk in forever and a day. Black male media on this point at this level is what, maybe 5 years old, and that's the high end. More realistically, to the point of now everybody's doing it now, 3 years old. So you finally got a point of where black men get to speak, and you're dealing with 30 years versus 3 to 5 years. Well, of course, we've been told black men ain't shit, black men down low, white men are better. Still, I'll ask you this, better yet, I'm glad y'all said this. When
But fantastic. That's what I'm talking about, which is that when look that and I love that fantastic because he kind of confirmed my point. Look, whenever black women do that, off air and see. Look, let me just, bro. I'm sorry. Okay, this is not going to be a quote unquote space for white dudes. I'm just gonna say that. So I don't. You know what? I don't know about white guys who trigger me, but it's something of anyway. Let me keep going. But when it comes to Mr. Fantastic, right, and what he said, let's be honest here and let's keep it real. You kind of just highlighted my point, Fantastic. A lot of black men in this space, right? We don't like it when black women try to quote unquote weaponize non-black. Like we're used to hearing that shit, right? Well, y'all could just be more like Brad. Y'all could just be more y'all could just be more like Brad. Y'all could just be more quote unquote Yang, right? Like Asian, right? Whenever they try to compare black men to non-black men, dudes feel a certain kind of way because they never take into consideration the historical context. So that's what's up. Yeah, you black men obviously don't like it. No, guys, don't block off RNC. Let him. Yeah, y'all leave him alone. Okay, he says we're all God's people, but I don't like. Yeah, guys, let him be. Okay, let him just look. At the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, he's free to say what he wants to say. It is what it is. So guys, don't block off RNC. It's fine. Let him be. But back to the live stream, and I don't know. I may even open up the panel, depending on how things go. But fantastic. But what Fantastic said, look, that's what I'm trying to say, which is that black men typically don't like it, right? When black men typically don't like it, right? When they're compared to non-black men. Let's keep it real. And so it's hypocritical for us trying to quote unquote, compare them to Latinas. We gotta be honest here. Let's go ahead.
When will black men stop being told that white men are better? How about that? Even though I don't give a damn.
And that's what I'm saying, Fence. Is that you guys don't like it when black women do that. When quote unquote when dudes are told that quote unquote Brad is better, right? Come on, bro. Let's keep it real, okay? Black men don't like being told Brad is better. So obviously, when you gotta go like just pulling things, let's keep it real. Black women are gonna feel a certain kind of way, right? And the same way you wouldn't want a white dude to quote unquote be on the breakdown. Let's not have just in this. Let's keep it real. Let's keep going.
Damn, I don't give.
No,
for the sake of the argument, for the sake of the argument or the debate, when have black men?
This is the problem. What happens with a lot of us? Everybody puts generalizations on everybody. Black women this, black women that. The other side does it to black men. Black men ain't shit. Black men da 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 da. And then everybody wants to go to, well, I'm not like that. I never did anything like that. I'm not like that. And it's the same shit on both sides. So nobody wants to be put in a box. Y'all box black women in every time one black woman does something wrong. Y'all are saying that that's the representation for the whole group when a lot of us have never. Now, I ain't going to say a lot of us, a lot of them may not have participated because I done did my share of shit. But I can come here and be honest and forthright. And people don't even have to verify anything, but y'all will hold our feet to the fire and simp for another woman, another race of women. Y'all don't hold them to the same standards. Y'all don't. Y'all just
It's not.
if a black
May I
woman
say
does
something?
something, y'all are ready
Yeah, I
to
wanna
fry
say
her
something
ass,
too.
but y'all don't do the same thing to other races of women. And black women have a problem. Y'all should also have a problem with other people being pedestalized over y'all.
Now, okay, so that was. Let me see. I think that was Concrete Rose, but okay. So what she's saying now, right, is that, quote unquote, that just pearly things is get. In other words, what she's trying to allege here is that in the black manosphere space, just pearly things is getting white privilege. That's what she's saying, right? There you go. When a black female does something, dudes want to hop and want to get angry. But just pearly things is something, and guys, let go. Is that true? I would say no. I don't really believe that. Now, one thing I will say though is this, though, right? Is that one thing I will say is this: is that a lot of dudes were quicker to trust just pearly things than a lot of black females. That's something I would agree with. That whenever a black female is, in these manosphere spaces, guys in the black manosphere are actually much more suspicious because there's that. A lot of them, most of the let's keep it real. Most of the con is about them and black females. So they already have this thing about, she's going to betray me. She's going to go and join hands with Becky and white feminism. So I do agree that one thing I will say when it came to just pearly things, it was guys were quicker to trust her compared to if a black female would have come in because, the history that guys have, they may have been much more harsh on that black female. That I would agree with. But do I think that guys are quote unquote putting just pearly things on a pedestal? I think it's half and half. I think that there are definitely some guys who are doing that, and there are guys who are not. Now, do I believe that just pearly things is able? Do I believe that guys are trusting her more quickly compared to a black female? Yes. I think that if just pearly thing was a black woman, right? You would have had way more dudes like Angry Man and them, right? They'll be less quick to trust her as they are right now. So, based on what she said, I would say it's half and half. It's half and half. Let me see. It's crazy how this just kind of spiraled out of control because y'all, I don't know if you guys know this, right? But when I had I want you to be right. A lot of people don't know this, but this is actually my second channel, right? I had a previous channel called Hammer that was I started in 2019. And I had it up until 2020. And then, of course, YouTube took it down. Like, I was blowing up during that time. I had 1,000 live viewers per stream. During this time, guys, during this time, right, I had Tommy Sotomayor on. I had the Poor Man's Podcast on. And I was about to have... So, just pearly things, before she blew up, right, she was a small chick. She had like 20,000 in 2020. And around this time, I actually invited her to my channel to have a live stream, right? Of course, she canceled, but I had no idea that like 1-2 years later, she would blow up. So, it's crazy because I actually y'all don't know, like last year, like on my previous channel, I was going to do a live with her, right? And this is when Just Play was very small. So it's crazy how, how things turned out. Man, I would have gotten that interview. But, yeah. Let's keep going.
I have a problem with that.
I'm
I want to say
responding
this
like they
real
got
quick.
it.
You guys do realize that you got a lot of men who are in the manosphere who are not necessarily healthy. We say black men in general, but you got a lot of men who are incels. They're upset, they're emotionally distraught, and they come there for like a form of therapy, and they're not actually trying to have any solutions and heal. They're lonely. There's a part of that that's in the manosphere, and those are the ones who are in the chat being really nasty and hateful. And a lot of them hate their mothers. They hate not necessarily just because it's black women, but those black women represent their mothers, and they're not healing from those things, and they carry that into the black manosphere. So you got that
I'm
aspect.
so sorry to cut you off, but what exactly does that have to do with this conversation?
Well, what she just said is that you got, why are people weaponizing black women? And that may be part of it, because you got some unhealthy black men in the manosphere. Nobody's dealing with that. Second of all, you got people who like to capitalize and make money. They don't actually want solutions. They make more money the more hell they raise about black women, period.
Well, and let me say this real quick. Again, you saying everything you just said just proved my point. Of course, yeah. Is that the majority of the people here? No, it's not the majority, but you speak as if it would be. Okay, you're gonna have radicals in any shape, form, or fashion of life. In every group, there's gonna be a radical. There's gonna be a person that's going too far, right? So, but this is what I'm saying. So the fact of the matter now, black men have had all other kind of men put in front of them, over them, and for the most part, we fucking ignored it. We don't give a damn. We don't care. I'm not.
That's not true.
Okay? How so?
Okay, that one I have to agree with her on. That's not true. That one I have to agree with. That's not true. That dudes do care. I'm like, in these black manosphere spaces, it's been talked about very much how much dudes hate, and I mean they hated the fact that quote unquote non-black men, Brad, Asian, Hispanic, all those dudes will always be put ahead of them. So let's not pretend as if that's just not what's happening. So that is very much true. That is very much true. I will definitely agree with that one. And also, that's the reason why I have a different view. Look, number one, I've actually been on the other side when it comes to the interracial dating game, right? I've actually I've dealt with that, right? Number two, I know what comes with that. I've had multiple nigga wake-up calls, multiple in my life. So it's like, although I understand that there may a lot of folks who say this may have some ulterior motives. At the end of the day, I have to be honest here. Just Pearly Things is a white. She comes from a wealthy white family. Let's keep it real. A wealthy white family. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, she may say all the right thing, but she's never going to understand. She's just not. And the fact that she's out here being, I think, essentially she's out here trying to Me Too black dudes. I'm not going, what are the white guys? Here's another, and I kind of made this video upload about the quote unquote white males here, right? How these dudes, at the end of the day, it's all about race first. Let's keep it real. They will love talking about how much they love Asian females and interdating Asian females, but then as soon as you have a pairing of a black man and a white woman, they lose their mind. So it's all over the place right now. It really is. But I just wanted to come on this late stream and kind of give my thoughts on it, because I came across this live stream by essentially Concrete in them, and it was free. I said, let me just do a quick breakdown. So that's and you guys, this is from just a shout out. This is from the breakdown with Concrete Surreal. So you guys can watch if you want to. But yeah, and you guys put your comments in the chat if you disagree with my commentary, but that's kind of what I believe. But yeah, man, look, I've said it in multiple videos, so I'm gonna say it again. Hopefully, I don't have to cover this topic again, but Just Pearly Things, okay? Just Pearly Things should not be talking about black male issues. I'm sorry. I don't care what she calls it, right? She is a wealthy white female. She does not know any. She is literally the opposite of a black man. Literally. Black men and white women are like the opposite. In many ways, I could make the argument, you could technically make the argument that white women are actually the most privileged. I would say white women are actually more privileged than white men. I would actually say that. Because they get all the benefits of white supremacy and whiteness, but without actually in the car. So, for example, white dudes get attacked all the time. You know, white dudes don't blame, right? They actually have to go out there and quote unquote kill on behalf of the women. White women can just stay home and get all the benefits and still quote unquote say they're equal to a man. So, you know, I'm sorry. A blonde-haired, blue-eyed, quote-unquote white female cannot speak on black male issues. It just cannot. Now, I do understand that a lot of people who are talking about this on this, yes, a lot of folks who are bringing up just police things are doing it for ulterior motives, and that's fine. But that does not negate the point that she should not be in the space or speaking about black male issues. And you can't really get around that. That's the reality. He said, probably thing is the OPS. If you ask me, Kevin Samuels gets killed, then females moving the spirit take over the cry, bro. I'm like, look, a lot of people are talking about it. That, you know, when it comes to Kevin Samuels, you know, a lot of folks have been talking about how women are going to take over the space, right? And it's so crazy. You know, this is how you know this has changed. You got women talking about defending you got a panel of Sister Rose, right? Black women talking about how they're defending the black males in space from other women. So it's just everything is up and down. Everything is crazy right now, right? Everything is crazy right now. Let me see here. I think I'm gonna end it off there. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna cut off there. You know, it's almost midnight where I'm at, so I'm gonna let you go. But yeah, so it's a nice midnight treat. Y'all can. I'll leave the live stream up for you guys. You can watch. But with that being said, y'all, hammer and guys, make sure to tell me what you think. Tell me what you guys think, y'all, in the chat, in the comments. All right. And with that being said, hammer out.